My first ever, stage play I did was The Music Man at the country school in 8th grade. I was one of the little pick-a-little ladies. And ever since then, it was very much just, I went to Gunston for high school, and that is really just where I fell in love with acting in itself. And so then I ended up at Washington College, where I double majored in theater and biology, which was great because doing the liberal arts education, you get to do both of those wildly different things. And my first experience directing was my senior thesis at Washington College. And since then I've worked with Churchill Theater with their children's programs, with Green Room Gang and their educational programs. And then Talley said, I really want to get more people involved with directing for Groove. And he said, hey, I have this play, I really want you to read it. And I read it and I loved it. Oh my gosh, it was just so 100% up my alley. And it was one of those things where I could immediately start visualizing the whole thing in my head and really knew that that was something that I was called to do.
Can you give us a sense of the plot line?
So it is their warm-ups before every single game as they work towards a championship. So it's a women's soccer team, and it's just those moments before each game each week. And so you get to see those sideline personalities, the times that might not be the big highlight of their life, but that kind of is the highlight, right? All of those little moments that make you who you are and build those relationships with the people that you love. I love watching the conversational style. I love the realism that is in there. But the message that it brings about too, I think is really important. This is a play about a bunch of young women, high school girls, and everybody has this idea in their mind of the stereotype of a high school girl, and they forget that, when you were that age, you had really strong and valuable opinions about things. And so getting to watch this, these women who have these really strong opinions is really wonderful, and watching them build their community throughout that as well. That I think is the biggest takeaway that I have from this, is the sense of community that they build with each other. They go through some regular, normal teenage girl things and go through a lot of really, really hard things that a lot of us couldn't even imagine. And watching them build that community throughout that is really special.